Hey there, so look, I've just sort of finished out the box now, which is great, and we've got it sort of sitting in there for now, which is fine. I'm not going to fix it down yet until a little bit further, but you can see that it's sitting really nicely in there from the front, how it aligns. We do have it sort of angled around just the rear of the wheel arches, and the top of the bed will sort of square up around the edges. But so from the side you can see where this control box will now go on the side here. We have had some challenges with that, with how that's going to work with the door. I've probably made it a fraction too close to the door, but it will fit. It's just that it will be a bit tight. I'll show you that a little bit later. But yeah, control box will sit sort of on the outside here. Probably going to end up now having to tuck the DC charger around the front side and wire it in through the side. I'll still come in with our wiring into where the lithium box will go. This divider's only just sort of sitting in here loose at the moment. But I'll fit that off after when I've got a better sense of what the dimensions of the battery will do. So yep, you can sort of see that's what it sort of looks like. You can sort of now imagine that this will have again a 19mm top over the top of this, and this will be a hinged top, so we'll set up that hinging on the rear. We'll have gas struts that will fix this side. I've got to work through how I'm actually going to do that, because we have got some angles in here which is not going to make it super easy for where we fit the gas struts. Again, I'm making this up as I go, so do a little bit of trial and error. But yeah, it's certainly easy enough to get in and out still without the lid on. It's going to be interesting to see how heavy it is once the lid is on too, but certainly without the lid on, my son Pat and I can pretty easily get this in and out of it, of the back of the vehicle, if you wanted to sort of revert it back. So in essence, the fixing points will be just probably about 4 screws. I'm probably gonna have to fill these and re-drill, but probably have a couple in here and a couple in the other box to fix to that bearer that was underneath here. And we'll have again about another 4 screws in the rear, which will be directly drilled into the floor of the car, just with some metal self tappers that just pierce through and lock into the back. And it doesn't need to be super tight, the fixing points at the back. Again, just simply the weight of the unit and the fact that it'll be fixed to this back bearer will be enough. And that's really just a bit of additional sort of protection, I guess, to make sure that the unit's not pinging around. But yeah, pretty happy with the way it's going at the moment. You can see, again, that's how it looks from this side. I ended up going just with some 20x20mm, which I'll use to fix the battery down, which I'm about to do now, but it is raining here in Melbourne, which is a bit of a shame. Again, the fridge will go in there. And just from this side, you can see I've got to just rip the end of that little bear off there. I've not dropped this all the way to the side. It's not really required. I just think it's a bit pointless to sort of drag that down, and that way Pat's still got some, I guess, storage, I guess, underneath the side of the unit within these pockets and out the front there, without sort of just covering it for the sake of covering it. So yeah, it's coming along okay. At the moment we'll just work out again the dimensions of this top sheet. I'm not too sure yet how far we'll come out, but we'll just work through that, and I'll do a little bit more of a video on that. Cheers.